Hi, this lesson's from page 553 in your student book, and you'll be able to convert units of length, weight, mass, capacity, and time. And your essential question I tried to make a little different by saying, how do you check if your answer is correct when you convert, if it's a reasonable answer? Okay, so just a quick thought to keep in mind, unit ratio is the ratio when the denominator is a 0, meaning inches per 1 centimeter or quarts in 1 gallon. And so the denominator is usually in 1 of something. Okay, so to convert from larger units to smaller units, you'll find that unit ratio and then multiply. To convert from smaller units to larger units, you'll actually multiply by the reciprocal of that unit ratio. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. Okay, so this personally is easier for me than how the book explains it. So I wanted to give you both options. So today, when you are asked to switch from like meters to decameters or meters to centimeters or even centimeters to kilometers, for me personally, I prefer to say every time I move a step, it's a multiple of 10. So if you're going this direction on the conversion, meaning from kilometers to centimeters, you're going from the left of the conversion chart to the right, you're going to multiply by 10 each time. So from kilometers to centimeters, you'd multiply times 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, or 100,000. Do you see how it goes up by tens each time? And it's a multiplication, not an addition. In the reverse, if you're going to go from millimeters to meters, since you're going from right to left, you would divide by multiples of 10 each time. So divide by 10, 100, 1,000, which makes sense because of the milli. All right, ask in class if you still have questions about that. The way the book has you do it is this way. Todd needs 975 centimeters of pipe. How many meters would this be? So they are saying create that ratio where typically the 1 would be on the bottom, 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And so they're saying change to the reciprocal. And the way you know which way to set that up is, think about you're eliminating the centimeters by crossing out the centimeters when you multiply through, and your final answer will have meters. So for example, 975 meters multiplied by 1 over 100, 975 times 1 gives you the 975 in the numerator, and then imagine that 1 under the whole number, 1 times 100 is 100, and then imagine now you've multiplied, and if you had centimeters in the numerator and centimeters in the denominator, they would cancel each other out or become technically centimeters over centimeters and a 1, so you would just have meters left. I hope that made sense. And so then your final answer would be 9.75 meters. Now in class, if you prefer multiplying by the ratio better, go ahead and use it. Or if you're like me and you prefer the visual chart and the steps and how many multiples of 10, feel free to use whichever method makes best sense to you. All right, the next one then, sometimes you'll just be asked to convert just general customary units. And so some of us already have memorized how many feet are in a yard. And so you're thinking, there are 3 feet in 1 yard, but I have to remember to put my yards in the denominator so that yards cancel each other out. And then we just have 27 times 3. We have feet left, so it's 81 feet. You'll also be asked in this lesson, they packed a lot in, you'll be asked to convert from metric to standard, what we use in our country, so centimeters to inches. So you have a conversion chart in your book, and I'll try to print one out and hand that to you tomorrow. So think again about, oh, you saw the exchange or the ratio is 1 inch is the same as 2.54 centimeters. So this time you want to not keep the 1 in the denominator because you want to cancel the centimeters out. So it would technically be you're multiplying by that unit rates reciprocal. And so then you'd say 18 times 1 is 18. 1 times 2.54 is 2.54, and then divide. Oh, and I should have labeled that. Sorry about that. That would be inches. So you would be converting the centimeters would cross each other out, and you'd have 7.08 inches. And I think that's your last one. Yep. All right. So hope that makes sense. We'll go over it more in class if you still need more help or if you have any questions. Great job.